Hi, my name is Gavin and I'm a Wyzant tutor. Here we have a question. I'll just put it up, which was asked by one of Wyzant's students. And this is a finance question. And the question is, how much would you need to deposit in an account now in order to have $6,000 in the account in 10 months? Assume that the account earns 2.35% simple interest. Okay. First thing is 2.5% simple interest. Sorry, 2.35% simple interest. This would be per annum which means per year. That's because it doesn't say for what period, so that's the most likely thing they mean. And before we get started, I also want to just define some quantities. So capital I, that means the interest. That'll be the interest earned. Capital P is the principal, which is that's the amount invested or deposited at the start. Okay, and we have little t is the term, which means that's the total length. In this case, we know it's going to be 10 months. Capital A is the total amount of investment at the end. Okay. What else? And little r is the interest rate. As a percentage, and we would say percentage per year. Okay, so for us, for this question, I better also put the formulas up. So there's a couple of formulas. These here apply to about 3 different formulas, but the two that we really need is interest equals principal times interest rate times the term divided by 100, and the other one is that the amount at the end is equal to the principal plus the interest. So the interest earned, well, we don't know that just yet, so we'll have to leave that as capital I. Principal, well, that's what we want to find, because it says how much would you need to deposit. So that's really the goal for this whole question. The term we know is 10 months, which equals 10 divided by 12 years. Okay. The total amount at the end of the investment, we do know that, which says we need to, how much you need to deposit in an account in order to have 6,000 in 10 months. Well, that's capital A. Capital A is equal to 6,000. That's the total amount you have at the end, so we know that one. Interest rate, yes, we've got that per year, 2.35, and that's percent. It's already, it says here it just needs to be a percentage. Well, it's 2.35%. We divide this by 100, so it'll effectively be a percentage. So we want A, and we want P, and we know A. What we can do is we can actually substitute. This is the simple interest formula, and that this whole thing I've circled, that equals I, so that can actually go into here. So that means that A equals P plus P RT divided by 100. Now we can actually factorize that, because there's a common factor here. So P open parentheses 1 plus RT on 100. So I've taken the P out, okay? So if you distribute that back, you'll get back to that one there. So that's capital A. So we can rearrange for P, because we're trying to, P is the principal we're trying to find, principal amount invested. So I'm taking this, dividing both sides by this big factor thing here, this big term, or yeah, factor. So we got yeah, I'll just show you that with like a different color pen. So if I divide by 1 plus RT on 100, that's what I want to do. And you have to do the same on both sides when you're in algebra. So whatever you do one side, do the other. And the idea there is that I'd be cancelling it from here, okay? So we get P on its own. So we would get P equals capital A divided by parentheses 1 plus RT divided by 100. Now I think we have everything. We've got A, yes. We have T, we have, okay, so we're right to go. So A, 6,000 divided by 1 plus. Now I've noticed that T I've given you is either going to be 10 or it's going to be 10 on 12. It depends whether you have to make it the same as what the interest rate's given in. So since R is in per year, we really should use term in years. Okay, so if you've got interest rate in per year, that means the term has to be in years, otherwise it won't be compatible. So, so that means 2.35 for R times 10/12 divided by 100. Okay, so let's see. I'll do the denominator first. So I'll start with the right hand side. 2.35 times 10 equals divided by 12 divided by 100. All right, plus 1. Okay, so it's 6,000 divided by 1.01958, which equals, I'll just reciprocate that, multiply by 6,000. So that is $5,884.76. And then we just think about, does that make sense? That's less than 6,000. Well, that does make sense, because if we're finding P, that's the principal, and there's our answer. And the principal means how much you need to deposit so that after 10 months you have $6,000. So that does sound like it makes sense. You can also check it by starting again and pretending you're depositing that much, and using the interest formula, find how much interest you get over 10 months, and then add that to the original, and you should find that equals exactly 6,000, or within a cent of $6,000. All right, let's leave it there. That's the answer to that question. Have a good day.